everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Plateful of Wisdom, an Andrews University Dietetic Internship podcast. I am your host, Alma Ayala. Now let's get to our next guest. Today we have Alexandra Krager as our guest. Hi, Alexandra.
Hi, how are you?
All good. It's nice to see you. I want to say congratulations on your new baby. And, I'm just going to say you are a wonderful person. And I can't believe you're doing this with the newborn. Kudos to you, girl.
Thank you. It's been interesting the last couple of weeks, to say the least, but totally worth it.
No worries. You have got this. So, could you tell me a little bit about yourself, your background, and why did you choose this specific internship?
Yeah, so initially when I went through school, I graduated from Grand Valley in 2019 with my degree in biomedical science with pre-med, pre-PA. That's where I wanted to go. But after kind of working as a medical scribe through COVID and everything like that, I realized that it wasn't quite as holistic as I was hoping it to be. So through just different ideas and things like that, I found nutrition, and I ended up at Andrews to complete my DPA coursework. And after that, I kind of just applied to the internship here and continued my journey through Andrews.
That sounds wonderful. As we know, you and me, because we are their interns, Andrews University has versatility to do in either a stationed in Michigan location or different locations around the states. What would you say the benefit of being stationed in Michigan right now?
So the benefits to being in Michigan right now for me, because this is kind of where my main hub is, I do go to Indiana a little bit for some of my rotations, and then I am also virtual. It's definitely having my family here, huge support. The other thing that's really great is I am located pretty close to Andrews University, where I've been fortunate enough to be able to complete some of my community hours there, working with a lifestyle medicine clinic they have on campus, and also doing some metabolic testing practice so that we can kind of individualize meal plans to help patients meet their goals. So I got to practice with some of that equipment, so that's been fun.
That sounds amazing that you got that opportunity. That is so fun. So what do you believe that has been your favorite experience so far during the internship?
So my favorite experience so far, there's been a lot of great things that have gone on, obviously, but I definitely would say my outpatient experience has been amazing. I really like to counsel patients. I like to talk through things with them. I like to get to know them, follow with them, and just help them meet the goals that they have for themselves. So that's an area that I am surprised, but it's been amazing. I really love that. But also, surprisingly enough, with my rotations, critical care ended up being one that I loved as an inpatient, even though I was terrified initially to do it just because there's so much that goes into it. Those patients really need all the nutritionally. So, yeah, those experiences have been amazing so far, and I'm excited to continue.
That sounds amazing. Oh my God. That clinical experience definitely is going to push you through a lot of good stuff later on. And then, so I know because, and that our internship ends in April, can you please share with our listeners and viewers, what are you looking forward to in this next 2 months?
So in the next couple months, I am looking forward to being able to finish. I've got a couple weeks left of clinical hours that I have, and then finishing up my community hours with my WIC rotation. As of now, willing, I am on track to graduate from both the internship and the master's program in May, which means I would be exam eligible this summer, which is really exciting. And then hopefully I can start applying for jobs after that. So that's kind of my short-term plan, as long as everything works out.
Wow, that sounds incredible. And I know you're going to make it. I wish you the best on your journeys. And then talking a little bit more about Michigan, what would you say is unique to the location that would not have been possible if you would have been chosen to go to a state like Florida or Georgia or New York?
So there are plenty of different programs that are offered at different facilities and things like that. I know there's things, different types of like cardiology rotations you can do. different places. Like you do children's hospitals, you get more of a pediatrics focus. So where I was at, I had a lot of opportunities to be able to do some of these like satellite offices as outpatients. So we had, like the bariatric opportunity that I had, diabetes education through an endocrinology office, which was really great to be able to do as well. So it just depends on where you're at and the different types of programs you're interested in. I know before I was pregnant, there was an eating disorders rotation that I was kind of excited to try to do. That was located pretty close to where I am here, and I know they offer one in Florida as well. So there's just very specific rotations that you can find to do in person if you're located in certain areas. So it's been great because I feel like there's a wide variety of different opportunities for me here.
Nice. That sounds very intriguing. I hope that our listeners, choose Michigan and get to have all those opportunities too. So if you had a prospective intern in front of you, what would you say? What kind of advice would you give for them to get encouraged to join us at Andrews University?
So I would definitely say to just apply for the program. It's got a lot of unique opportunities available. Plant-based emphasis in this program. You actually get like some side education that you may not get at other programs, which is really great. And like I said before, there are tons of different rotations that are available. Professor Isaac, our internship director, does a great job at personalizing everybody's rotations, what you will find. She's got a great network of dietitians out there that she can link you with to find just about any experience that you're wanting to have, whether that's eating disorders, women's health, pediatrics, just an abundance of people that she can connect you to. So whatever you're looking for, or even if it's something that you're interested in finding yourself, is a proponent of making sure that you can do what you want to do.
Yes, definitely. That has been my experience. I was very fixated on some certain internships and certain rotations, and she was able to make that happen because coming from minority, I wanted to be able to work under a Hispanic preceptor, and she definitely got that for me, and it was my favorite experience so far.
That's great.
Yes. So out of all the experiences, like I mentioned before, we're almost at the end of our rotation. So far, what has been your favorite or your most memorable experience?
So definitely working with the team that I had at Memorial Hospital in South Bend was some of my most memorable experiences. It was really great. The director there is amazing at making sure that the team feels supported, that they have everything they need, and there's a huge emphasis on this family-like atmosphere, this teamwork atmosphere as well, so that everything runs smoothly, everybody feels supported, and we're really putting in the best work that we can for the patients. So it was great to be able to feel like I was part of that team and part of that family. We celebrated birthdays, we did Secret Santa, we did all these team things, and then at the end of the rotation, we were actually sweet enough to give me a baby shower gift, and just making sure it was so welcome, and they're really excited to see my baby someday when I bring her back. So, and I still communicate with a lot of them pretty frequently. So, it was just a great group to work with, and I definitely made my clinical experience what it was based on their support.
That is amazing. It sounds like you did a very good bonding and networking in that rotation. That is amazing to hear. And then out of that experience and all of your rotations, do you feel like you have acquired the necessary skills to be successful after graduation and once you get certified?
I definitely think so. I think I'm very much so in the mindset that everything you do is what you make it to be. So if you are wanting it to meet all of your expectations and be everything that you need it to be, then you have to put in into all of that. But at the same time, this internship program and the assignments we have and the experiences we get, I think are definitely geared towards making us better clinicians, or, if however you want to work in the field of dietetics at some point, it helps develop that critical thinking so that when you go to take that exam and apply it to your future job, you're as prepared as possible. So I definitely think this program does a great job of that.
Amazing. Can you mention maybe a skill or two that you feel were predominant in this rotation or throughout the whole internship that you feel like, oh my God, I really appreciate this and that skill. I think I'm going to use this for the long run?
Yeah, so I definitely think two of the skills that in my back pocket are definitely utilized more often than not are adaptability and flexibility, kind of combining those two together, and being able to, think on the fly and multitask. There's some really big things that I would say, just because the medical field can be unpredictable. You may have patients that X, Y, and Z. You've got just all this stuff going on, and you have to learn how to manage it in one hand, and also adapt and help your team so that everybody's successful and your patients are cared for. So I would definitely say those are some of the things that I have learned that need to be on the front line of everything when you're working with patients.
I'm so glad to hear that you were able to acquire that for your little backpack or back pocket, as you call it. That's amazing. Okay, so we are at the end of our interview, but I would definitely want our viewers and listeners to be able to contact you.
My school email is alexandra@andrews.edu, and I do also have my Instagram handle, which is escaping me at the moment, but I can get it to you if you want to add a comment or put it in a caption somewhere, so they can reach out via Instagram as well. I am also on LinkedIn, so I'm accessible through multiple avenues if you're interested. So
great. Can you share with us the names of your LinkedIn and your Instagram so they can actually search you?
Alexandra Krager on both of them. Let's see, my handle is alexandra.krager on Instagram, and then LinkedIn, you can just search me as Alexandra Krager, and it'll pop up as Andrews University Intern. So.
Well, Alexandra, thank you very much for your time. I know it's highly valuable at this moment. We have been blessed to have you on the show today, and I wish you the best of luck through your journey. And I really hope that you achieve all of your goals by the end of this year. Bye, everybody.
This podcast was edited, written, and produced by eatright.feelbright, an Andrews University Dietetic Internship Community Project.